I've been hired by one of the lowest ranked English clubs to work on a secret project, codename Academy. The goal is to win the Champions League, but with only Youth Academy players. Now, it's not going to be easy because we're doing this with Crewe Alexandra in EFL League 2. They don't even have a youth scout and barely any money for scouting projects. My first task here is assembling the class of 2024. We're not building a Youth Academy without scouts, so I guess for season 1, that's the first thing we gotta do. Yo, but scouts are so expensive. 2.7 million for a 5-star judgment scout. I could just hire these 2-star scouts, but they're gonna just give us a bunch of average players. And for this challenge, our goal is to build the world's greatest academy. We need players with unbelievable potential. I need to find a way to sign the best scouts in the world. I don't know how we're gonna do it as an EFL League 2 club, but you know what? What if I just sell my entire team? That's right, I anyway need to replace all these players with Youth Academy talents. Might as well get some cash for them. And so we sold every player with a bit of value. And look at that, boys. We've now got 6 million to invest into Project Academy. We can finally afford to hire a scout. Samuel Humphrey, 2.7 million. Can we afford another scout? I think we can. Arthur Nichols, 1.7 million. I think it'll do. We can't afford the 5-star scout. But you know what? For season 1, having a couple of scouts that are really good, I think is a dub. But it's time to begin Project Academy. The hunt to sign our first youth talent begins. And I think since we're an English club, we gotta be scouting players from England. Let's do a 3-month mission, finding say midfielders, maybe the next Gerrard or Lampard. England have really good right backs, so I think we could find someone there too. Maybe a centre back as well. Now, if we're trying to build the world's greatest youth academy, these youth tournaments are gonna be super key. For that, we're gonna need a goalkeeper. Which country can give us an incredible keeper? I mean, Germany's a good shout. They've had Manuel Neuer, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Let's start by finding the next big German keeper. And looks like we found our first academy talent, Zachary Wilson, 16-year-old centre-back. Good potential. Remember the name, boys. This could be the start of something special. Oh, we've also just found a 14-year-old right-back. Potential's crazy. And looks like we've also found a decent keeper, Mats Meyer. Nothing too crazy. But hey, he's 6'6", an absolute unit. Signing him up too. Okay, after some more scouting, we can now assemble a 5-a-side youth academy team. We also found a couple of ballers, man. Look at Finley Atkins' potential. Joshua Allison, though, is the best player we've found so far. 65 rated. By the way, we're in October, and all I've been doing is focusing on the youth academy. And because of that, we're 18th in the league. I don't think this is going to be good for our budget next year. We're not going to even have money for scouting projects. We need to start improving this team because, man, there are 51 rated players in the starting 11. Do you know what? Some of the players in our academy, do we just throw them in the deep end? Get them playing for the first team? I mean, I first gave them a go in the youth tournament, and oh my days, have we scouted some ballers. We managed to win the youth tournament, and I think these players are ready. We're doing it, boys. We're promoting them to the senior team. Well, at least the ones we can, because some of them are too young for that. This is it, guys, the beginning. We've already got 3 of our academy graduates in the starting 11, and I think my goal is by the end of the season to have a full team of just academy players. To do that, it's time to begin more scouting projects. And also, since we're trying to build the world's greatest academy, I think we need to send our scouts to a variety of different countries. Okay, guys, I literally sent a scout specifically to Spain just to find the next Rodri. And look who we found, Felix Jimenez. The potential's there, but look at that value, 1.3 million. Of course, we're signing him up. Also been doing a bit of scouting in Brazil, and I found Rafael Azevedo. Why does he look like Rodrigo's younger brother? Just for that reason, we're signing him up. Time to now scout Portugal, and I think we found a baller. 17-year-old Andre Lopez, already valued at 1 million. I shouldn't say this, but I think we found the next Ronaldo. Okay, we've made it to March, and I've been relentlessly just scouting players. We're almost out of money as well. But look at that, guys. Our academy is beaming with talent. We found a couple of Frenchmen that look really good for the midfield. Another Spanish centre-back that's solid. In fact, I'm going to promote everyone who's above 16. And look at that, guys. We almost have a full youth academy 11. And honestly, before the end of the season, if we can find a left winger, a couple of fullbacks, we would have replaced our entire team with just academy prospects. We've got 3 months to do it. I think we can pull this off. I'm thinking for fullback, should we try something different? Maybe scouting a country in Africa. And what about South Africa? Now, I know they're not a country that have produced phenomenal footballers, but I think we can change that and maybe develop the best South African player of all time. So I guess let's try and find fullbacks from there. And okay, I did find a South African wonder kid, Makaya Sobukwe. That is one of the craziest potentials I've seen, but the kid is 14. I guess we'll try and develop him, but the real big talent we found was from the streets of Argentina. Ignacio Herrero, 1.7 million. Maybe he's another little boy from Rosario. Bro, he's even got the same height as Messi. He's left-footed too. Nah, this is too crazy of a coincidence. He's a left midfielder though, but we'll sign him up. We might have found the next Messi, guys. 66 rated already. He's left-footed, so I converted him to a right winger and we're promoting him to the senior team. Bro, the Brazilian we've got, Azevedo, he's right-footed. Can we make him a left winger? Of course we can. And boom, we've got two insanely talented South Americans leading our attack. We've also made it to the end of the first season. We couldn't quite build a full Youth Academy 11, but I think it's been a really successful job. Apart from the fullbacks, we've replaced the entire first team, and already the academy players are showing their talent, like Azevedo scoring 6 goals as a 16-year-old. And look at that, boys. A Youth Academy team has managed to finish 10th in the League 2. I know the goal is the Champions League. We're far away from that, but I think Season 1's been a great start. Season 2, and it does feel great to see that most of our core are all academy players, but we still need to complete the job by finding a couple of fullbacks. But not just that, I think it's also time we replace the bench. Funnily enough, our academy already has got a couple of fullbacks, but they're nowhere near old enough to get promoted to the first team. I guess we can have them on the bench later on. For now, I'm thinking to find fullbacks. No better country than Brazil. They've produced some of the most dynamic fullbacks of this sport. Roberto Carlos, Cafu, Dani Alves. And I kind of want that kind of fullback at my club. I also thought of hiring another youth scout. We can do that. But look at our budget. It's only a couple of mil. I think we'll need that money more for just setting up these scouting projects. I'm currently happy with the 2 scouts we've got. And looks like our scout has come back from Brazil, but nobody's that impressive. I don't think it's going to be that easy to find a good fullback from there. You know what? Maybe we'll use our second scout as well. We will send him to England. That should be an easier country to get better players. Because yeah, we really need to find the fullbacks before we get deep into the season. Because I feel if we assemble our full Youth Academy team, we could put up a fight for promotion and start making progress towards getting to the Champions League. Now, I know we're really far off in EFL League 2, but we can at least make a jump to League 1. Well, looks like our left back is going to be from England because we found Leon James, 17 years old, 1.1 million valuation. Yo, he's a proper wonder kid. I think we're going to straight away promote him to the senior team. Looks like we just can't stop scouting top-tier English talents. We get Thornton, a left back, but look at that, he's right-footed, valued at 1.2 mil. Of course, we're signing him. The kid is 65 rated and I have no problem in just converting him to a right back. That's problem solved for us. We'll promote him to the senior team. Oh, and also Atkins is ready to get promoted. With that, guys, officially, we now have a full first 11 of just Youth Academy players. But hold up, guys, something I completely forgot. Hiring coaches. Oh my days, how could I forget? To get the best out of our academy players, we need some really good coaches. Sadly, right now, there's only a good defensive coach available. There's a decent goalkeeper coach too. But yeah, this is a department we have to focus on because we're not building the world's greatest youth academy without coaches. Now, it's a big part of it. Okay, now we need to focus on getting some players for the bench. And I'm thinking, we've already got our first team, so why not try and get some unique talents from countries like, say, Japan? And I was right to send a scout to Japan because look at that boy, Shinya Matsui, 16-year-old winger. Look at that potential. Bro, this kid is straight out of Blue Lock. If you know, you know. I spent a few more months scouting various different countries for talents. And guys, we've made it to April and I think I'm finally done. Look at this, boys. I was able to find Oliver Solberg, a Norwegian striker. Maybe the next Erling Haaland. I mean, he's got the acrobatic and aerial play styles. I also found a talented Argentinian midfielder and even an Indian goalkeeper for backup. I guess we'll just promote all of them. Even Partridge is now eligible to get promoted. With that, boys, we've officially built a full team of just academy players. And already the growth in some of these players is looking ridiculous. Maya is almost a 70 rated player. A Spaniard Jimenez too. Could these academy talents with no experience secure promotion? And okay, our inexperienced academy team is nowhere near the relegation zone. Okay, we are finishing better than last season too. Where have we finished in 7th? That does not get us automatic promotion, but it does get us into the playoffs. And we have started off strong by knocking out Bradford City in the semis, which means if we win the playoff final, Project Academy is going up. This is going to be the first time we actually play a game with this team. We're literally going to find out who the leaders are, who the ballers are. Bro, I am so excited to use these academy players. We've spent a couple of years just finding them. And here's Jimenez on the ball. And yo, he literally moves like Rodri. Literally the dribbling and everything, the way he controls the ball. That is so cool. So far, though, a bit of chemistry is lacking, but Jimenez is there to collect the ball, keep hold of it. Yo, we've literally spawned the next Rodri. Oh, but we've finally been opened up and a big save from Maya. Look at him. He's absolutely furious in the defense. And honestly, I loved seeing that leadership quality there, because in this game, I'm also going to look for our permanent club captain. Might be Maya, because he's leading from the back. Oh, this isn't good, and the header goes in. First half done, and we're a goal down. Maybe we're lacking the experience, because our team, everybody's like under 19. But you know what? We've handpicked these talents. The talent is there. 45 minutes to show the world. Oh, we could do something with this breakaway. Lovely touch from Herrero there. And he's released the ball beautifully for our Brazilian winger. Inside for Andre Lopez. This could be the first goal we score. And let's go, boys. Andre Lopez gets us back in it. Oh, but this is really bad. This is really bad, and no, we concede. And no way, guys. We've bottled promotion. Ah, so close to being in EFL League One, making progress towards one day being in the Champions League. But we couldn't get over the line. And the minute this game was over, the English media was releasing articles like this. Playtime is over, kids. Time for school. I'm not surprised, guys. The English media just do not believe that a youth academy only team can climb through all the divisions and make it to the Champions League. But you know what? We've got a young squad that's willing to learn, and we will learn. And next season, we'll prove them wrong. Season 3 with our youth academy team, and as I said, we've learned from the last season. This time around, the youngest team in England has got more experience. And also, look at the ratings. Jimenez is a 70. Our goalkeeper, Mayo, is a 72. And by the way, he was the one player that showed leadership in that playoffs final defeat. I think he's going to be the one getting the armband. But yeah, the only question is, do we need to scout more players for squad depth? But the truth is, the more players we add, the more it's going to mess up game time for a lot of these talents. And then they might not end up growing as much. So I think we should just keep the squad tight. Having 7 to 8 players in the bench and reserve should be totally fine. But no excuses, man. This season, we need to start climbing divisions. Well, remember all the media articles about our Project Academy not succeeding? Well, this season, they're going to be really quiet because our young, inexperienced team destroyed EFL League 2. We were dominating teams like never before. Our players were getting better and better. Nah, guys, this is crazy. We're going up to EFL League 1 and in style, over 100 points. Look at the stats too. Andre Lopez, 35 goals. The next Cristiano Ronaldo. Even the growth all round is looking absolutely incredible, with Jimenez now being 74 rated and our highest rated player. But this is just the beginning of our journey. I want this team to now secure back-to-back promotion and make it to the championship. We took our own sweet time, but after 3 seasons, we've made it to EFL League 1. But honestly, I don't see any reason why we can't get promoted again, because the talent is clearly there. And we're adding some more squad depth with Makaya Subokwe finally ready. The South African left back getting promoted. Oh, but one thing we need to do is renew a lot of contracts. Some of these academy players are literally on £1,000 per week. That's got to change. And so we sat there renewing everybody's contract. And okay, I think our team is ready for the season ahead. I think if every player can get up to a 70+ rating, we'll destroy EFL League 1 as well. By the way, guys, if you think we can secure back-to-back promotion, maybe a cheeky subscribe from you guys will help. And that's what I'm talking about, boys. Back-to-back promotions. Not just that, we've won EFL League 1 too. Okay, this time it wasn't as dominant, but we still got 86 points. But most importantly, the growth is insane. Almost every player above that 70 overall. Just need a bit more growth for our defense. But look at that. Felix Jimenez up to a 78. Ignacio Herrero's almost 80. Our fullback Leon James up to a 75. The growth has been solid, but we're now moving up to the championship, which is notoriously known for being a lot more difficult. Most clubs that secure promotion there just end up existing there or being relegated back down to League 1. But you know what? I want to try and go back to back to back and make our way to the Premier League. And okay, we've made our way to the end of the championship season. Nah, man, I can't believe it. Third straight league title. We're going up to the Premier League. This is insane. We were competing with teams like Leeds United, Southampton, who had way more money than us. And we've just come through with an academy team and just crushed everyone. We have our first couple of 80+ rated players with Ignacio Herrero and Felix Jimenez. This team is going places, man. We've climbed all the way now to the Premier League. But you know what? I'm worried. Taking an all-academy team into the world's best league is not going to be easy. Season 6 with Crew Alexandra and Project Academy is doing better than ever. We've made it to the Premier League. And the first thing we got to do is give all our players new contracts. Look at the kind of wages they're on. These academy players have been here since day one, and they deserve a salary bump. And this is it, guys. Our academy-only team is finally making their Premier League debut. We're now going to find out if we can actually compete in the world's best league. Oh my days, our players feel so much better than the last time I used them. Some of them have even developed playstyle pluses. Nah, man, if Andre Lopez scores a free kick from this angle, he is goated. Oh my days, that's off the crossbar and it went in. Are you actually kidding me? Definitely a bit of luck, but we're gonna need that in the Premier League. Yo, the football we're playing is actually brilliant as Lopez scores as well. Arsenal, who are one of the best teams in England, our academy-only team has absolutely schooled them. End of the season, and where have we finished in the Premier League? We're not in the top half. We're not even mid-table too. What's happened here? Oh my days. We've been relegated back down to the championship. How did this happen? I thought that when we destroyed Arsenal that this team has got more than enough to survive in the Premier League. But turns out I was wrong. We still saw some incredible growth with Herrero up to an 85, Jimenez 84. We now have 4 players above an 80 overall. But I think what let us down was our defense. For some reason, Quiroga and Alisson are just not growing enough. Even Wilson's growth on the bench is slow. Unless we can fix that, I don't think we can ever make progress in the Premier League. And of course, after a disastrous season like this, the media has woken up. They once again hating on us. But the last time they did this, we bounced back and never looked back. That's what we gotta do. Alright guys, season 7 and the plan is clear. We need some solid growth in the defense, as well as even the midfield, because Dujardin and Gilbert, they're not doing all that well. Okay, we've pretty much sorted out our defensive coaches. Can we maybe hire a midfield coach that's good? But there's nobody available. It's so annoying. Oh, we can do this. Thompson can become a midfield coach, and we can just hire a really good defensive coach. That should sort us out for now. We're making our way through the championship season, and there are 2 things we need to focus on. Number 1, getting promoted back again. And number 2, some incredible growth in our midfield and defense. We've made it to the end of the season, and okay, guys, there is at least a bit of growth in that defense. Still not enough. Quiroga up to a 77. Alisson just a 73. We need to be seeing more. So far, it's honestly Felix Jimenez who's been the star of our academy. But at least, guys, once again, we've secured promotion back to the Premier League. This time, we weren't as good because it's Burnley who absolutely crushed everyone. But we're going to be back in the Premier League. And this time, I intend to stay there. Season 8, and we're back in the Premier League. The last time we were in the Premier League, we clearly weren't good enough. This time, though, the squad is much better. We've got more in our attack. Defense also slightly improved. But if we want to even dream of being a Champions League club, we need to survive the Premier League. And okay, we've managed to survive the Premier League, finishing 16. But for some reason, we're not seeing much growth in our players. I don't get it. Especially our defenders. Alisson is still 75. Maya is only 80 rated. Look at Herrera, who's at an 89. Azevedo at an 86. We're gonna need growth all round if we're ever gonna go beyond finishing like 16. I'm starting to feel like maybe we've reached the limit with this youth academy team, because some of these players are now hitting 25 towards their prime, and we're not seeing crazy growth, man. Is it even possible to dream about winning the Champions League with a youth academy club? I'm starting to doubt myself. Wait, am I seeing things? We finished 2nd in the Premier League in season 9? How? We literally were 16th last season, championship in the season before that. How did this even happen? Well, Ignacio Herrero happened. That's right, our Argentinian academy talent was showing levels that rival Leo Messi. Every game he was scoring, and also he was growing like crazy. Bro, 25 goals and 12 assists. Are you kidding me? He's up to a 92 rating. Bro, he's got 99 pace, 99 dribbling and ball control. Not just that, his supporting cast, Andre Lopez, has done really well. Rafael Azevedo up to an 89. Look at our team, guys. We've got 7 players above an 80 overall. A few players getting close to being above 90. If we can keep this kind of growth up, the midfielders, the Jordan and Gilbert, can maybe grow in their overall, I reckon not only can we win the Premier League, but also even fulfill our ultimate goal of winning the Champions League. Well, about the Champions League, Season 10, we get our first experience of it, finishing 17th in the league phases. But in the playoffs, we do get knocked out by PSG. But yo, in the Premier League this season, we kind of fell off. Only 10th. I guess to compete both in the Premier League and the Champions League, we need more players going up in their rating. Right now, we do have 4 players above a 90 overall. Lopez should get there soon enough. Some good growth in the midfield as well. But again, it's our defense, the goalkeeper position, that's been lagging. If only these guys can start growing, then everything could change. We could become Premier League as well as Champions League contenders overnight. We're now making it through Season 11. And finally, guys, we're seeing growth everywhere. Look at our midfield, Jordan and Gilbert, the 2 Frenchmen, both are 83 rated now. Our defense has finally grown. It's only taken 11 seasons. We've even got a couple of 94 and 95 rated players. The Brazilian Azevedo has just become the next Neymar. But even with all that, we only finished 6th. I'm wondering how on earth in that one season did we finish 2nd? That was just a colossal fluke. But you know what? Now we're seeing steady progress. If we can keep this growth going, I reckon we'll be back in the Champions League soon and as a mainstay. What just happened? True Alexandra, 12 seasons later, the Youth Academy project has flourished. We've won the Premier League. And I don't think this was a fluke because we were clear of Aston Villa. And what? We also made the Europa League final and won that too? Surely this is because there's been crazy growth this season. And there has been. Our entire attack is 90+ rated. Defense too slowly growing. Nah, man, this team is actually ridiculous. Look at the stats too this season. Rafael Azevedo, our Brazilian superstar, 38 goals. Ignacio Herrero, 34. Just unbelievable. We're now in Season 13. We're at the point where our players aren't even young talents anymore. Joshua Allison is 29, pretty much in his prime. Our youngest player is 25 years old. So yeah, no excuses anymore. We've got the experience. We've got unbelievable talent. And we're, of course, Premier League champions. This has to be the season we complete the challenge and win the Champions League. And oh, it's looking good. We finished 2nd in the league phases. We knocked out Bayern Munich. Are you kidding me? Quarterfinals was complete domination. Semi-finals, we just about got through on penalties. And yes, we've made the Champions League final. 13 seasons from when we started Project Codename Academy. And it's kind of fitting that we're going to be facing Real Madrid in the final. Their philosophy is buying the greatest players in the world, building the Galacticos. And our philosophy was building this academy team from the ground up. 7 players, 90+ rated. Here we go, boys. The academy players in their prime going up against Real Madrid for a Champions League trophy. But it's not going to be easy, because the last time we played a final was 11 seasons ago. A playoffs final, which we did end up losing. But things are completely different now. This Crew Alexander team has gone through 11 seasons of hard work, and we're going to do everything to come out on top. Already a chance, and there you go. First goal from our Brazilian Azevedo. And now it's Ignacio Herrero who's just gone through everybody, but he puts it wide. Bro, some things never changed. 13 years into the future, Carlo Ancelotti still the Madrid manager. Oh, Jude Bellingham is coming forward. What a challenge there. This is Real Madrid, boys. We know they don't play Champions League finals. They only win them, but we're challenging them here. We're putting them under pressure. Oh, a brilliant run being made, and it's a chance for Ignacio Herrero. Of course, he gets the goal. Our best player, 97 rated, crushes Real Madrid with that goal. Oh, what a ball that is, and it's surely it. 3-0 against Real Madrid. There's no coming back from this. From EFL League 2 with just the academy and a dream, we've taken Crew Alexandra to the Champions League trophy. Yo, but where's the Champions League trophy? Captain Mayer's just lifting nothing. I guess it still counts. But wait, guys, we're not done yet. There's still one more thing we need to do to become the greatest academy club ever. And well, if you remember back in 2009 when Barcelona dominated world football with their academy, they had the entire Ballon d'Or podium to themselves. We've made it to the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Can we also have a full podium of just academy players? And I think we do. Rafael Azevedo, the Brazilian, is the one to win it. But I also saw my striker, the Portuguese beast Andre there, as well as Argentinian Herrero. Our entire attack was leading the podium, but it's the Brazilian who takes home the Ballon d'Or. With that, I think our job's done. We have built the world's greatest youth academy. If you enjoyed this video, why not watch me become the world's greatest manager? Click here.